Hello, this is Mentor Sabrina, and we are here for lesson 2 of the diagram labeling course on animal cells. Now, first thing we're going to do is click on scripts. So make sure you're on your first sprite and click on scripts. Now, let's talk about the logic of the code. What we want to happen is forever be checking if the mouse pointer is touching the sprite and the mouse button is down. We want to have the sprite say what the function of that part of the cell does. If the mouse is just touching it but the mouse button is not down, then we want the sprite to say what that part of the cell is. And otherwise, we want it to say nothing, so that if the mouse pointer is not touching it and the mouse is not down, we don't want it to say anything, okay? So let's build the skeleton of our code first. First, go to events and pull out a when green flag clicked. Then go to control and put a forever loop right underneath. Then we need these if then else blocks, not the regular if then. We want the one with two mouths. Place one inside the forever loop and then take another one and place that inside the else. That is the very first bit that we want. We want it to be that's the skeleton. If one condition is true, then do something. Otherwise, if another condition is true, then do something else. And then if neither of those two cases turn out to be true, then we want to do something else. So now let's build this first condition. To do that, we want to say if the mouse pointer is touching the sprite and if the mouse button is down. So to do that, we need to go to operators and grab and. Let's just pull it out and drop it in our editor for now. Don't place it inside anything. Then we go to sensing. Because the mouse pointer touching something or the mouse button being pressed, we want that's something that's being sensed by the computer. And if you notice, the very first block here says touching mouse pointer. So let's pull that block out and place it on one side of the and. Then pull out mouse down, which is a bit of the way down, and put that on the other side of the and. Then grab the and block by clicking on and bring it towards the very first hexagon of if then. Make sure you're holding it so that the left side of the hexagon is hovering over the hexagon, and that way you'll see it lights up then. When you drop it in, it expands. The next condition we want is just touching the mouse pointer, not the mouse being down. So if whatever code we put in here will run if both of these are true. But if only one of them is true, then it's going to go into this else statement. Grab the touching mouse pointer and place that inside the other hexagon of the second if then. Now, if the mouse button is not down, but the sprite is touching the mouse pointer, it will still run some code. And now all that's left for us to do is add the other three blocks. Go to looks and grab the second block that says say hello and place it in all three mouths. In the first one, you want to say what it is that the cell does. So for the nucleus, we're going to say the functions of the cell and hold a DNA. Then in the second say, we're going to say what it is. So for this first sprite right here, for me, it's on the nucleus, so I write nucleus. And now this is important. The last one, you want to highlight the words and just hit backspace. There shouldn't be anything at all, not even a space inside of it. And then when we hit the green flag, you'll notice when I run my mouse over this, it lights up, it says nucleus, and when I click it, it says what that part of the cell does. In the next video, I'll show you how to duplicate this for all the sprites so you don't have to actually write the code every time.